Hey, what's up, everybody? Andrew Klasnick here, actor, coach, and author of the book All in Skin. Have it with me all the time so you can see it. If you haven't read it, please do. It's on a quarantine sale. The ebook is $5 right now. Super helpful for those who are struggling with skin issues, health issues, and it's my journey of how I healed. So today I am working on my course. I'm making an online course. I'm making two online courses actually. One is going to be the mini version, basically the crash course, quick healing basics. What's up? And that's what I'm starting on. It is going to be medical medium based, mixed with my experience, and it's going to be 6 lessons, and it's going to be basically what you need to incorporate into your life to get healing. So today I'm working on the Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie part of the mini course, and I'm super excited. If you can hear in the background, I have my little meditative sounds on because I am someone who struggles to focus a lot until I get locked in and have a schedule or know what I need to be working on, then have some sounds that can make my brain waves like so. Yeah, that's what I'm working on today. Hope everyone is having a great day. So I wanted to talk about the Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie while I'm working on, getting I hate the word dumbed down, but I'm working on a more people-friendly version of getting this information to more people because I want you to heal. I want you to heal and learn from someone who's been through the journey, who has, someone who has struggled through eczema, psoriasis, cystic acne, someone who has, tinkered, tested, spent tens of thousands of dollars, read all the books, cried through all of it, has had all the worst flare-ups, and now I'm on the better side of healing. And so I want to be able to help people with my experience that way. So with the Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie, if you don't know anything about heavy metals or detoxing, or if you're not on a healing journey, if you are on a healing journey and you're using it, the thing about the Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie is it is very important in today's day and age because heavy metals come through all different types of things, through air quality, water, foods that you eat. There's heavy metals are metals like mercury, lead, copper. What are the other ones? I think it's like cadmium, nickel, aluminum. I mean, if you just start to think of some of those things, you realize that I eat canned beans all the time, or I drink something out of the can, a soda water, a sparkling water. I serve this up on a tin tray, or I cook this on a tin that, or, I have heavy metals. They're all over the place. It's crazy when you start to think about the places that heavy metals can be, it can come from to get into your body. There's lead and stuff in the waters that you're drinking if you're not drinking filtered water. So it's important because the thing about skin issues is a lot of skin issues aren't just your hormones. They're not just you being stressed. You being stressed does have a lot to do with skin flaring up because your body, mind, and spirit is all connected. But the thing is, these heavy metals inside of you with this virus that you have that is causing, like the streptococcus, the Epstein-Barr, this stuff that is, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining. The stuff that is inside of you already, that virus, these heavy metals feed that virus. And when this virus is getting fed, it's harder for your body to fight it off. And then if you're, like I've been talking about recently, if your digestion's bad, if your stomach lining's bad, what's up? If those heavy metals are inside of you already, if you do have streptococcus, Epstein-Barr, and you're not taking anything to do it, if you're taking if you're taking steroid creams or pills and stuff like that aren't good for you, all of this stuff is affecting what's on the outside, but it's all starting from the inside, from your liver, from your gut. And you need something to help you detox from this mess that's in there. Even the healthiest of people still have heavy metals. I mean, even me on this way better side of healing now, I definitely still have heavy metals. I still get mini flare-ups here and there. There's definitely things that I eat that aren't necessarily the best things to eat sometimes when I slip up, and I know that just from air quality and water and and from drinking soda waters out of the can, which it's an addiction. My fiance loves them, so I'll drink them all the time. And eating stuff off of tin trays, cooking on tin pans, it's not always the best things to be doing. What's up? So incorporating something like the Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie on top of, like I talked about the other day, celery juice, and avoiding the no foods, it's just another layer of getting that deep healing. Because with healing, you have to remember, people think that, like, oh, how long did it take you to heal? That's always one of the first questions I get. And if you have any questions, anybody that's on, please ask them. I answer all questions on the live, regardless of what it is, even if it's a crazy question. Most of the time it's healing questions, it's life questions, acting questions, but I try and answer all of the healing questions especially. But people are always like, well, how long did it take you for your skin to start clearing up? And my answer to them is that it's different per case. That's just life, everyone responds to everything differently. I mean, even just emotional things. There's something that can be really sad to somebody, and then somebody else is just stone cold, like, dude, why is that making you cry? Or like, why is that making you laugh? That's not funny. I love stupid slapstick comedy. A lot of people hate it. And with like really sad stuff, like if it has like an emotional like family attachment to it, it usually makes me bawl my eyes out. But some people don't have that same connection. Some people don't think that slapstick's funny. And so it's just like healing. Everything affects everybody in a different way. So when someone asks me like, oh, well, how long did it take you to heal? I mean, or what did you do? Did you just celery juice? Like, no, there's layers to the healing. And you have to remember that however old you are, 18, 25, 35, 45, 55, however old, 65, 75, and you're trying to heal, you have to remember that your body, however many years you've been through it, your body has been getting this stuff put into it, whether it's, you've been trying to not have it or not, through waters and foods and air and just stress and everything that's happening in this world. And so having these layers of things to help you and knowing that it's been years that you haven't done anything about it, it might take some time. What's up, Seth? And so knowing that, people are always like, well, what, like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month? I'm like, look, for me to start to not see skin issues, like to see it start to calm down even just from the inflammation, it probably took 6 months just to see the beginning of the inflammation to calm down a little bit. And so, when you think about that, people are like, oh, that's depressing, or oh, like how, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. It's like, well, if you really want to hear, oh, psoriasis bodybuilder, what's up? And Kaylee, I'll answer your question in just a second. But so, if you're 25 years old, 35 years old, and you've been living your whole life not trying to heal or not doing anything, and now you're having this big flare up, it's because either your liver's slowing down, your digestion, what am I trying to say right now? I don't even know. Your digestion, the stomach lining is off, or the the production's not there anymore. Your liver's slowing down because it's too clogged up. Things are going to start coming up. So people are like, well, how did I never have skin issues until I was like 30? It's like, well, because that stuff added up into your body. It's like if you bodybuild, if you work out, like the more you work out and the better you eat and the more you are on a regimen, like the better shape you're going to get in. But eating is the same way, and life is the same way. The more you take care of yourself, the better the thing is going to start to get. If the psoriasis starts to get less inflammation, the eczema starts to get less inflammation. Sorry, I just got distracted by this squirrel that was right outside my window, and it was just like, and I was like, oh, I guess he wanted to tune into the live. But so adding in a heavy metal detox smoothie is going to start getting that stuff out of your system. And this is years of stuff in your system. So for some people, it might only take a few weeks to stop seeing the eczema on your skin. For some, it's going to take months. For some, it's going to take years. But that shouldn't depress you. It should make you excited to know that there's a way to get rid of it in a good, holistic, healthy way that's not deteriorating your body, or not just psyching your body out so the inflammation goes away for a little bit and then it comes back 10 times worse because the virus has been building up in there. This is actually helping getting rid of the things that feed the virus, aka heavy metals, fatty, nasty foods, things that have been stuck inside you. These heavy metals, if you don't do anything about it, they just start to sit in there and deteriorate. And then the deteriorated heavy metals go all through your bloodstream. And then you wonder why you have stuff coming up on your skin. Skin's the biggest organ in your body. So of course, when stuff needs to detox, it's either going to go out, you can throw up, you can use the bathroom, or it can detox through your skin. And so some people are struggling with digestion, which has that stuff sit in there even more. That's really like the root of it. If you can get your digestion to start working better, your body does not have to struggle so hard to work on other things like the eczema, psoriasis, the heavy metals, and fight. So, sorry, that's my little rant there. So we had a question, I think. Oh, people can type questions on here too. That's really cool. So Kaylee, I'll answer yours first, and then I'll go to these other questions on here. So Kaylee said, how are you holding up in quarantine? I'm going crazy. Also, I hate celery. Help. How do I make it edible? Oh, the hate celery. I get it. I know how they can go, especially because there are some celery out there that is just absolutely awful. Like, I have definitely had some celery stalks. You can tell when they're the dark green, skinny ones, those are always the ones that I try to avoid. I try and get the big, thick, like lighter greenish stalks. They're usually not as nasty tasting. But I'm doing great in quarantine. Quarantine, I really do feel for those people who have struggled with either catching the COVID-19 or struggled with, being alone this whole time and getting depressed, or those who are sick and don't have anyone to take care of them. Like, I am praying for people that are struggling with it every day. I've been blessed. Yes, I lost my job, but luckily I could get on some unemployment for a minute. I don't like to just sit at my house and do nothing though. So I've been working on me. I've been practicing the guitar. I have been working on this course, which I'm super excited to get out to you because it really is just help. It's going to help a lot of people through medical medium and my experience. I don't ever binge watch shows, but I binged watched Star Wars, the Clone Wars animated series on Disney Plus. Yo, insane. So good. If you're a Star Wars fan, it's some of the best Star Wars content I've ever seen. But to answer your question about celery, how do you make it edible? The thing is, what I always like to think about with stuff like that that's more of like a healing supplement or something that's helping you heal rather than being something that you're love to eat. I know food can be a very emotional thing. Food can be, oh, Vogel Liam, what's up? That is my future father-in-law. So food can be a very emotional thing. People have attachments to food. Like, I grew up eating horrible Taco Bell, McDonald's, Bojangles, Waffle House, all the good greasy spoon stuff that's so horrible for you. And I wondered why I'd had skin issues. But so with celery, I always think you're using it for the healing, not the feeling, right? So if you're drinking it for healing. If you're drinking it for the feeling, you're going to be like, it's gross. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. But you have to come in with the mindset. This is another thing I teach in my bigger course. My mini course, not as much, but my bigger course is going to be a lot of the healing principles and the mindset principles as well, that you get all the healing basics, and then I teach you how to filter them into your life. But so eating for healing and not for feeling is a big thing when you're on your healing journey, because if you know it's helping you, if you've done the research, if you see the results from other people, why would you not do it? You're not doing it just because you don't like it. You got to get over that. I know it's hard. I know there's things that you're like, oh, gross. Like with Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie, when we're going to talk about it in a few, it is just one of those things that it's not the greatest tasting thing at first, but once you start to heal and detox, some of the ingredients in it start to not taste as bad because they're ridding of those heavy metals. But yeah, if you can drink the celery juice because of your healing and not for feeling, not thinking that it's going to be some sweet treat for you, like a milkshake or something, which you shouldn't be having, to know that it is doing so much good miracle work in your body, you'll fight through the taste, I promise. So we had another question here. Let's see. So the question is, please, I'd like to know, does NAC, N-acetylcysteine, help with the removal of heavy metals? That is a good question. I honestly, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know the answer to that. I don't want to give you the wrong answer to that. I do want to look it up and see. What's up, Juicebox Jesse? NAC, let's see, what is it good for? Let's just look at the quick review, because I don't know much about it, so I don't want to give you an answer on that. Let's see. Okay, so it's kind of like an antioxidant amino acid. I haven't heard much of it through medical medium, and I tend to go more of, what's up, Trending Trent? I tend to go more of the medical medium route. So with that, I would say I'd probably, if you're iffy about it, if you're on the fence about it, I'd probably stick more to going the whole food, Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie, celery juicing, getting the proper supplementation, your ionic zinc, a Vimergy, that's very, very clean ionic zinc. Don't let it have citric acid. Ionic zinc, and then having a vitamin B12 and a high quality vitamin C. What's up, everybody? But yeah, having those proper supplements, doing the Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie, celery juicing, hydrating, lowering your fat, that is what worked wonders for me. And knowing that you have the proper supplementation and foods that are going in your body, and avoiding the no foods for sure. Like I said, I don't know much about that supplement, but I would stick towards more of the supplements that have been tried and true. That one could be good, but it also might not be as effective as, say, a detox smoothie. Juicebox Jesse said, Heavy Metals and Reflective by Azalea Banks. I'll look it up for sure. Kaylee says, do you have a brand of celery juice that you use, or do you make your own at a juicer? So I juice my own celery, getting it in the big stock. So I'm blessed. I have a giant farm. So I live in Atlanta. If you didn't know, the sweatshirt. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I have a huge farmer's market, like one of the state's biggest, best farmer's markets, like half a mile down the street from me. It's a blessing. I did not know that when I first moved here, but it has been so great. ATL. So I juice my own celery. Always get organic if you can. I know it's pricey, but pricey is worth the price of your health. You can't put a price on your health. And organic means non-GMO typically, pesticide-free typically, and you don't want to get DDT pesticides in you. I know, because that's just another form of heavy metal detox getting in you. So it's almost not helpful to juice something that's full of heavy metals. But so I juice my own celery. I try and get the big organic stocks. At the farmer's market, they usually have giant stocks. So when you're buying it, trying to get the biggest one you can. I use a juicer. I use the Breville Juice Fountain. Medical Medium recommends the Omega juicers, but they will cost you an arm and 2 legs and, maybe your brain. They're just so expensive. When I have a lot of money, I'm going to buy one because they look awesome. But a reasonably priced juicer is the Breville brand juicers. So yeah, juicing your own celery, that's the freshest you're going to get it too. If you get it, it's already like pre-packaged, pre-bottled. They usually have, some kind of preservative in them, and preservatives are really going to kind of null and void the benefits of celery and it not being as fresh as possible. When it's freshly juiced, that's when like all of those vitamins and minerals and sodium cluster salts are released into that juice. And so it's important to drink it as quickly as you can. But yeah, so to the Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie. So I'm basing this course off of principles of Medical Medium and my experience. And yes, preservatives are a no bueno for sure. That's like citric acid is like the worst culprit, and they try and put it in everything. I didn't know this until like 2 years ago. That's what happens when you have to start healing, because you have to start researching and seeing what's bothering you and tinkering and testing. But so, like I said, with this mini course, the whole course I'm going to do is medical medium principles, and then showing my experience and my guidance of how to incorporate all in your life and weave through the struggles and all the stuff that's happening. So with the Heavy Metal Detox Smoothie, it's super important to get this as a part of your diet, because it has 5 key elements to put into your body that work together to detox. They all have a different function, but if one's lacking, then it's not going to detox as well as it can. The base is wild blueberries, and the difference between wild blueberries and regular blueberries is surprisingly different. You would think that a blueberry is a blueberry, but wild blueberries have a more potent antioxidant in them. They are better at getting the heavy metals out of your body. I was just reading about it and I totally forgot what I've used it for so long and I've been talking about it for so long. But the wild blueberries have a heavy metal detoxing quality about them that, mixed with cilantro, which some people hate freaking cilantro. And the funny thing is, if you hate cilantro because of the taste, like it tastes like soap to you, it means that, oh, Kevin, what's up? It means that if you don't like the cilantro and it tastes like that, it means that from Medical Medium, this is all Medical Medium based, by the way. I'm no doctor. I just am using my experience and what I've researched. Said if you don't like cilantro, it's because the heavy metals are actually corroding in your system and getting into your bloodstream and into your glands and your saliva. And so when you don't like the taste, it's because your body's having the reaction of like, yo, you probably need cilantro and you need heavy metal detoxing. And so that's why I was saying that the smoothie sometimes initially tastes bad to you, because some of the ingredients are detoxing so heavy for you that they're not going to taste good. And then once you drink it enough that your body starts to flush and detox, the smoothie don't taste like that. I don't even taste cilantro in it anymore. There's Atlantic dulse, spirulina, cilantro, wild blueberries, and barley grass juice extract. That's like the 5 main ingredients. The 5 like supplemented ingredients in that smoothie. And then with the smoothie, you do 2 bananas, the wild blueberries. What's up? 2 bananas, wild blueberries, orange juice. I usually just use fresh oranges, just toss them in there and they'll make the juicy pulp in there, because I don't like buying orange juice because, again, buying orange juice is usually preservative heavy, which is not helpful. And then it's pasteurized, preservative heavy, and that's just not good. And so I use fresh oranges, then I use 2 bananas, and then the wild blueberries, and then usually I'll just do good purified water in it. You can use coconut water in it too. Also, to make it a little more dense nutrient-wise, or a little bit better for you to feel like it's a good breakfast that you're eating, I'll throw a cooked sweet potato in there. Sweet potatoes are great for you. They're a critical clean carb that's super good it's super high on the medical medium list of foods to eat. They're also very nutritious and they're filling. And so I know it's not part of the typical heavy metal detox smoothie, but I like to throw that in there. And so what these things do is, spirulina is an algae, so it draws out the heavy metal detox and the heavy metals. The crazy thing about heavy metals is they will get into your brain. What's up, everybody? They will get into your brain and your neurological pathways. And when you start to think about that, you're like, I don't want my brain function to start shutting off, my neurological system to start shutting off, on top of, especially if you're like, if you follow me, you typically follow me because of either you know me or like eczema and psoriasis or acting. But so having that stuff get into your neurological pathways on top of being in your bloodstream, that's scary to think about. And, you know, when you know that there's a super easy solution to that, why would you not use that, you know? So the spirulina extracts the metals from your brain and soaks them up, as well as the barley grass juice extract does that as well. And then the cilantro extracts the like metals from like deep. So like Anthony Williams says that metals will stay in your body and in your system from a young age. So like the point of the cilantro, that's why when people have that weird reaction to it, is because there's metals in you from years and years and years built up inside you. And yes, you know, your digestion will help you excrete toxins through going to the bathroom and all that. It'll come through your skin, and, you know, there's detoxing happening, but it's not enough. Shop Brass Creative, what's up? She's just in the other room. These toxins will stay inside of you if they don't get detoxed enough. And if your digestion starts to not work, if your stomach lining is not right, if the sodium cluster salts aren't helping the like bile and all the stuff in you that's helping you digest stuff, it's not going to digest all the heavy metals. And then if your liver gets stopped up because there's too much fat in your diet or too much heavy metals inside you, then your liver is your filter. The liver can't do it anymore, and so that stuff just starts going into the bloodstream. You're finding little pockets in your body. And it is kind of scary to think about when you're like, well, I'm not doing anything for that, so I have all this stuff just sitting in me. And you wonder why people start to get like randomly sick or get autoimmune disorders at a certain age. It's because these things are just sitting in you and just getting more powerful and stronger because of the things that you're feeding it or not feeding it, you know? And so then the wild blueberries are the same thing. All of these are mixed together to draw out the heavy metals. And then what the dulse does is basically latches onto the heavy metals and kind of does the dirty work of like taking out the garbage. Excuse my voice. They do the dirty work of taking out the garbage and basically packaging it all up and being like, whoop, there it goes. And so it doesn't instantly happen overnight. Clearly, like I said, if you've been on this journey, if you haven't been on a journey, a healing journey, it's going to take time. And the thing is that Scooter, my guys, Scooter Taylor, if you don't know him, go follow that guy. He's going to be freaking like Richard Branson in like 5 years. It's crazy. Kate Class, my mom. And so the thing is, all of those combined together help those flush out, and it's going to take time. It's going to take weeks, months, years, because there's so much built up in there. But if you start to help your filter, your liver, your digestion, if you start to use all the strategies that Medical Medium teaches, that I teach through my experience and Medical Medium, it's going to really help you. Like, I feel way better than I have ever. I'm 27 going on 28 this year, but like 22 to 25, like I was always tired, always sluggish, so many skin issues. Like, I was still an athlete, like I still worked out, but I didn't eat that great, and I didn't really take care of myself like that because I didn't think I had anything wrong. But, it's once you start doing the research, it can be scary at first. It can be fearful at first. You can be like, oh, it's going to take forever. But, like, why not start today? That's like with everything that you're doing in life. Like, what better time than now? Like, you can't dwell on yesterday if you didn't start yesterday. You can't be upset at yourself for eating all the crap or not getting work done or not doing what you thought you needed to do. What's up? And you can't think about like, oh, I'll do it in the future, because like tomorrow is that day that never comes, like tomorrow I'll do this, tomorrow I'll do that, tomorrow I'll start healing. But like if you start today, just take the one small step, go and buy some celery and start celery juicing, avoid one of the big list of no foods, do one heavy metal detox smoothie. Yeah, going cold turkey is the way that I did it, but it's probably not the smartest way to do it. Going in, inch by inch, slowly, getting that stuff into your system, it's going to help so much. And the eczema and psoriasis might not go away tomorrow, might not go away next week, might not go away a few months from now. But if it does go away next year, the year after, are you going to be mad that you started 2 years ago? Are you going to be mad that you started 3-5 years ago on this lifestyle change? Because your health, like I said, your health, you can't buy it. You can't buy it back. You can't buy time and you can't buy health. It's two things that you want in life, that you have in life. There's a limited amount of it. And so all you can do with your health is help it. Help your body. Your body's not attacking you when it has these issues. Your body is needing your help. Your body's doing all that it can to fight for you. But if you fight with it, you can heal from it. Like, as an actor, I'm so happy and so blessed now that my skin is clear, that I don't have to worry about going into auditions and knowing that my skin's bad, or having to hear from a makeup artist on set that like my skin's burned and looks horrible, and that why like I don't look anything like my headshot. That was depressing times when I had to give up on auditions and stop doing like extra work and background work as a young actor, because they were saying like, oh, we can't even cover that up. What's up, Jonathan? And so, what's the struggle for you? What is it for you? What is your why? What is the reason that you want to heal? Do you want to be able to find your confidence again and live your life and feel like nobody's looking at you? That doesn't matter, because you should live your life anyways, and that everyone's always struggling with their own thing. But I know how it feels to have stuff all over your face, all over your eyelids, your neck, your ears, your chest. It's not a good feeling. It does kill your confidence. It does kill, anything that you feel like you want to pursue, because you're not feeling good from the inside out. And so your why should be, finding your health again, having your health so you can have longevity in life, or have enough brain power and energy to pursue what it is that you want to pursue. But if you don't do it for yourself, no one's going to do it for you. Everyone's on their own journey. Everyone is focusing on them. And so you got to focus on you. You got to either latch onto a coach, someone like me that's going to help you out, medical medium, whatever it is. But you have to find your why and just start doing it, even if it's just one baby step. That's me for this course. I've been thinking about making this course for people for probably over 1.5 years. What's up? But I'm just now finally doing it, and I want to get it all done in one day, but I can't. And that's just like my healing journey was. I was so upset 3 years ago when I had this all over my skin, and I went cold turkey into this 30-day detox. And I couldn't get out of bed for a week because the detox was so heavy, and it wasn't really a smart way to do it, but that's just how my brain works. But so looking back now, I'm so happy that I did it. I'm so happy that I fought through the pain, the depression, the just not wanting to listen to anybody, not wanting to do anything. I quit my job. I couldn't go work. I'd spent tens of thousands of dollars now in debt because of that. But I'm happy that I am on the other side of it and learned, and now that's what I'm teaching other people. So went on a kind of a tangent, went on a rant. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions for me that wasn't answered on the live, please DM me. I will be going live much more often now that my live is working. It wasn't working for 2 weeks. Instagram and I had butted heads about it, but we're back. So if you're struggling with eczema and psoriasis, a good first step, you can get All In Skin. That's my book, $5 for the ebook during quarantine. And then if you really need some coaching, this course is coming out soon. So I got you. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll talk to you soon. I love you. Happy healing, and have a happy Thursday.